Hey, what's up? Neil Walter, your friendly host of the Guitar Tricks channel, live from Mars, right here with a new lesson of the week and tip of the week. Tip of the week is for you tube amp users. Yes. Tubes are very sensitive to vibration, and I've noticed taking my amps to a gig, get it out of the car, you roll it down the sidewalk. A lot of sidewalks are beat up and they have cracks in them, and when you're rolling it, you hear until you get into the loading dock or loading door. And all that vibration really takes a toll on your tubes. So if you can carry it, that's better. Or if you can get a road case that's got the foam in the bottom, that'll really help. Anything to get rid of that direct contact to hard vibration. Make your tubes last longer and save you some money in the meantime. All right, on to our lesson. It's over there. Blues chord tones. So you got your regular blues thing going on. I'll be playing the key of G, doing a blues scale. And the idea is not just using the notes in the blues scale, but also using the notes in the chord that it's playing underneath it that you might not find in the blues scale. For example, you know, if you're playing rhythm, G7, you have this major third note right there, that B. So if I'm playing up in this position in the blues scale, there's a B right there. If I hit that note while the G chord is playing, it's going to fit. They're going to match up, and it'll really make the solo distinctive. Now when you go to the C, you've got the same thing going on. If I'm up in this position, if you imagine the open D shape, but we'll move it down to C and make it a seventh, like that. So you've got these notes to play with. Now that note isn't normally in the blues scale, so you can use that note right there, which is also the major third. So when the chord changes to the C, you can flavor it up with these chord tones by using the seventh shape. Is really sounds great in blues. So you can go and back to the G. I'm going to go to the D. I'm going to pop out the major third again right here. And in this backing track, the turnaround stays on the D. It doesn't go down to the C. It stays on the D. So you've got the G chord, and then changing to the C chord, and you might think of the C7 here, and then the turnaround will be the D chord. You might think about the bar chord shape, just using the top three strings. So let me play that along with the backing track so you can get an idea of how you might use these chord tones without changing positions at all. So what you got going on here in the first chord, I forgot to mention I'm adding the major third of the G. So instead of just, I'm doing that from the blues scale. And then I'm using this little pattern. You may recognize the G bar chord shape here. I'm pulling out the top three strings, and I'm going. So I'm sliding up from that note in the blues scale up to the major third of the chord. So changes to the C, and then I grab that C7 pattern right here, do a little slide up. And then repeat the first pattern. And then I'm going to use that little D major chord shape. Just do that twice, little slide up. And I'm ending on that note because that's a D, and normally in blues it'll turn around to the 5, and in this case it's a D, so it fits right in. That's it, pretty easy with a little practice. And the cool thing about this is you don't have to change positions, but you can grab those chord tones right there in the same position. That's it for this week. Add this one to your toolbox. And a little reminder, if you want to ask me a question personally, directly, or send me a request, just sign up for our newsletter, and you'll get your newsletter every week, and then you just hit reply, and it'll go straight to me, and you can ask me whatever you want or leave a request for the channel. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and on guitartricks.com/channel. You can get tabs to all of our lessons for free. See you in a week. Later, Gator.